When you ask Debra Lewis about her efforts to quit smoking menthol cigarettes, she will tell you plainly, quitting crack cocaine was easier. In 1980s South Los Angeles, Lewis and her friends were doing cocaine, and she soon joined the rest of the group in smoking Newports or Kools. Lewis got help for her cocaine addiction by her late 30s and hasn't touched the drug since. But now at 62, the El Segundo resident has smoked menthol cigarettes for 40 years despite attempts to quit. Amid multiple family deaths and stress years later, she was smoking 1 or 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Her parents, grandparents, siblings and other family members also smoked. Her little sister started smoking at 9 years old. Even amid Lewis' efforts to quit, she disagrees with the Federal Food and Drug Administration's recently announced plans to renew efforts to ban menthol cigarettes. She said her job as a live-in aide for people with intellectual disabilities is stressful and the ban doesn't consider other items people use, such as weed or alcohol. Reaching for a cigarette, it seems like all of my cares is lifted away at least for the moment, till the cigarette burns out. Are you really going to take away something that kind of calms the people down? Lewis said. If you take something that calms my nerves, what am I going to replace with it? The FDA's potential ban is years away but highlights longtime racial inequities of one of the most stigmatizing social habits and public health issues in American society. Bright-colored advertisements for Newport and Kool menthol cigarettes are normal sights at convenience stores and gas stations in predominantly black neighborhoods. Tobacco companies have faced decades of criticism for targeting the cool mint flavor of menthol products to black people who smoke. And black consumers who stand to be most affected by the changing policies are often left out of the conversation. The FDA's recent announcement was a long-sought win for anti-smoking groups and health advocates nationwide who filed a petition to force the agency to resurrect the process. Advocates say a ban would curb smoking among communities of color, particularly black consumers, who are more likely to smoke menthol products. But tobacco companies and other groups have denounced the potential ban as being discriminatory for targeting products consumers of color often buy. Opponents of the ban, including the American Civil Liberties Union, argue it could lead to law enforcement agencies targeting black consumers peddling lone menthol cigarettes. They invoke the memory of Eric Garner, who died in 2014 when a police officer put him in a chokehold in New York after he was seen selling loose cigarettes. The counterpoint has outraged public health advocates and raised concerns about fear-mongering and misinformation campaigns.